Can we talk a little bit about having the confidence to make new friends?
Yeah.
Because that's such a
Oh
big
my
one.
gosh. Yeah.
That is such a big one of actually confidence playing such a pivotal role in your life.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. For a lot of us, I've done the same as you, which is move countries and start new mini families of like
Yeah.
community around you. It's really hard because, to put yourself out there and, to also get rejected. And I think that if you're getting rejected, it's actually a very good sign, because I'd rather be getting rejected than not. If I'm not getting rejected, that means I'm not trying. Whereas if I'm getting rejected, I'm trying, and that's in everything.
But this is like personal rejection. It hurts.
It
Right? Especially with
hurts.
friends. If there's someone who's like not reciprocating, you've made an
Mm,
effort. It's
yeah.
quite an uncomfortable position to
But
be in.
then at the same time, I would then assess that as they're not worth it. They're not worthy of my energy.
Okay, but how do you wrap that up and move on to the next one? Because that gets tricky, right? Because
Yeah.
in that rejection, you build that layer that, oh, I'm not good enough,
Mm,
right? And of
yeah.
course, I know this is what you should
Yeah,
say, but I'm
yeah.
talking on behalf of so many people that feel this,
Yeah.
that they feel I'm not good enough. So where do you
Mm.
go? What's the next step?
I think it's again like not attaching your value to these relationships. And that comes with dating as well. The amount of,
Yes.
girls who go through this as well, they're like, oh my gosh. But I can only speak from my personal experience, is that this faith in the universe or faith in God or whatever it is that you believe in, I truly believe that He has my back, and that if people exit my life, it's for a good reason. And years later, I've then looked back and been like, oh my gosh,
This made sense.
it was meant to be this way. He was meant to take this person out of my life to serve me, and it feels initially like a burn, and it hurts. It really does. I would say don't try to rush out of the hurt. I don't think that's worth it. Sit in it, feel it. But then moving forward, start to actually watch the red flags and the green flags in people. These
Hmm.
are all tests that are coming to you to start to then carve the tribe around you that are truly meant to be. Read these red flags. If you see early signs of people not giving you the same energy back that you give them, not showing you the same love, not reciprocating anything, you need to start to detach. And I think that we need to normalize attachment and detachment from people. How many people in this world I think will be okay?
Yeah.
This one person is not the be all and end all. And I think that reframing that in our mind of it being meant to be, and this person wasn't meant to be in my life right now, they might find their way back to me. I'm okay with that. And I think that kind of shift is important.
Hmm.
Mm.
Interesting. What are some kind of hacks of communication or confidence to make more friends?
Yeah. I would say that
That's an interesting one for, I think, everyone in their 30s.
mm,
Because you're kind of at this age where you're,
it's like feels
at the cusp, like
yeah, it's like in between.
in between. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that well, what I've noticed lately is like girls just having no shame and loving it. Like I have so many people, we have mutual friends who literally just DM'd me out of the blue to be like, "Hey, I'd love to go for a coffee with you." And putting themselves out there and
Hmm.
not thinking twice, because I think that what is the worst that can happen, right? What is the worst? Okay, someone could say, no, I don't fancy it. Okay, cool. At least you know,
Yeah.
right? You've got loads of other people that you can connect with. But I think that kind of it is really hard at our age to make friends with people, but I would say that be intentional with it. Right? You don't just connect with people just because it's good to connect with people. What
It needs to
aligns?
make sense.
Yeah, what aligns in that
Yeah.
person? Do they share the same values that you have? What similarities do you have? Do you have hobbies that both of you love? If you both love going to Pilates, that can be our thing together. And I think it's really important to identify. I don't think there is such thing as a best friend. I think we now, and I don't know if you can agree with me, but in my 30s, I'm like, I have all of my friends are best friends, but in multiple capacities.
Hmm.
I have one friend who is amazing for deep talks. I have one friend who is amazing to go to Pilates with. I have one friend who is amazing to go on a night out with. I have one friend who is amazing to go and, walk on the beach with and come up with business ideas. all my friends are so different that instead of putting pressure on one person to be your best friend and to fit
I
all
do
of
put
the
pressure on one person.
yeah, you do. And that's beautiful. If that
Yeah.
person can, hit the
Yeah.
mark and actually, be that for you, amazing. Then you're lucky, I would say.
No, but I know exactly what you mean, because now
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm developing friendships and creating relationships, I'm not looking for the one size fits all,
Yeah.
right? I'm looking for just one part of it that could appeal to
Exactly.
me or make sense to me, and that one part of my life that they get me in, that they
Yes.
understand me in, because I think that is so important in a friendship, right? That they
Totally.
accept you
Mm-hmm.
and they accept that side of you.
Yeah.
And
It's like a
that's what I
piece.
look
It's
for.
a piece of the puzzle
Yeah,
again. And
yeah.
and they come, and let me tell you, your friends won't even like each other, but it doesn't even matter, because I think these individual one-to-one relationships are way more important nowadays than getting groups together and getting
Yeah.
everyone to get along. And I think these independent relationships are the most important.
No, of course.